Hello friends, in this topic we'll be going over how to prepare the three nodes for the installation of Openstack using Packstack. So what we have done is created three virtual machines, controller, network and compute. And in the network definition, we have created two networks. One is VMnet 1, which is for the management network 172.16.0.0, and one network for inter-VM communication, which is 192.168.1.0. So this will be needed only on the network and the compute nodes, whereas the 172 address will be needed for the management interface on all the three nodes and any additional nodes which you may want to add. We have another network for bridge connectivity. This will be providing the external connectivity to the network node. So in terms of preparation, once you have created the three virtual machines, go ahead and install CentOS 7. So CentOS 8 is not a supported operating system. You can also do the installation on Ubuntu, but the steps will be very similar, but we'll be taking a look at CentOS 7, which is equivalent to Red Hat 7. The controller node, compute node, and network node are pre-installed now, and we have updated them with yum-y update. So they are already updated to the latest packages. Same thing you need to run on all the three nodes. So as you can see, all the three nodes are updated to the latest versions. The next step is to set up the host files. Determine the IP addresses of each of the nodes assigned by DHCP, or if you have given static IP addresses. So you determine the management interface IP address and set it up in the host file. For example, we have set up uh, 0, 1 and 2 for controller, compute and network nodes, and the same etc host file needs to be placed on all the three nodes so that they can communicate with each other. Next step will be to verify connectivity from all the three nodes to each other. So we'll ping network node, which has been set up in the host file. It is reachable. We'll ping the compute node. It is reachable. Same thing we need to repeat for all the three nodes so that we do not have any hiccups while installing. All the connectivity should be in place. So quickly I'll check the controller from the network node and compute one from the network node. So you can repeat these steps for all the nodes you are installing. Next step will be to disable network manager. So OpenStack does not work well with network manager and it uses IP tables and its own networking using Open vSwitch or OVN. So we need to disable network manager. So we'll do that now on each of the three nodes. Next, we need to install some packages which are the base packages which are needed by OpenStack later on. Actually, in this step, we are disabling the network manager and removing the related packages. Same thing needs to be done for all the nodes. Then we need to disable firewall D, which comes as part of the CentOS minimal installation, because OpenStack uses IP tables. It does not work well with firewall D and it needs to be disabled. We also need to make sure with the reboot, the network manager does not start up again. So we have uninstalled the packages, but it doesn't hurt to disable. Yeah, no need of disabling because we have uninstalled the packages. Same thing needs to be done for firewall D, which we have not uninstalled but just disabled. So we need to make sure it does not turn on with a reboot. And also we need to disable SC Linux to permissive level, which can be done with set enforce 0, but to make it permanent, the next command needs to be applied to the three nodes. This command will update the configuration file so that with the reboot, the SE Linux remains in the permissive level, not the enforced level. These are the some essential packages which we'll need uh, later during the installation, so we pre-install them. I'll be providing this script as part of this tutorial so that you can refer to it and copy paste the commands from it. There is currently a package conflict. We need to downgrade Leatherman package. Otherwise, your installation will run into issues. Actually, that matters when we are doing a Apple repository. But if you run into that issue, then you can downgrade Leatherman with this command. Now we need to install our RDO repository on each of the node, which will be used by the Packstack installation. Now we prepared all the three nodes and with some additional configurations for Swift and Cinder storage, we'll be ready to create and construct our response file and then proceed with the installation.